Hello, fellow woodshopperoos. Hey, here's another quick tip for you. So what I want to make are some of these small little squares. In this case, it's 3.5 by 3.5, and I want them to be exactly the same. So here's how I'm going to do it on my table saw. Now it starts off pretty obvious. I'm going to take a piece of wood. In this case, I have some MDF, and I've set my fence to 3.5, and I'm going to push this through. Okay, so I'm good this way on it, but now how am I going to make these squares? Well, it's too dangerous for me to use my miter gauge and just push it through. If I did this, there's a chance that this piece will get caught between the fence and the blade and come shooting back at me. Now, I could use my table saw sled, which I normally do when I have to make multiple pieces, but in this case, I just want to make a couple. By the way, if you don't have a table saw sled, well, I got a little link below to a tip on how to make a cheap, easy one. But regardless, here's how I'm going to set this up to do it safely. Now, this is my tenon jig that I've made in another video, and I can use it to make tenons for mortise and tenons. But in this case, I like to use it for this setup. I slip my tenon jig over it, and I know this is 3.5 inches. So I'm going to place that against the blade. I bring my tenon jig up and move the fence and lock it in. So now I have 3.5 inches in between here. I just slide the tenon jig back, and now with my miter gauge, I can put the piece all the way against the jig, and now when I go through, I can make the cut. I have plenty of room here where it's not going to get pinched and come shooting out. And then what I like to use is a pencil, and then I can just kind of safely push the scrap piece away. So there you are. A quick and easy way to make some simple squares. Perfect 3.5 by 3.5. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this tip, and stay tuned for a further project being built right here on Wood Chopping Time. We'll see you then.